In this video, I'm gonna talk about manipulating strings. Yes, changing strings elements inside a text file. To do so, I'll be using Java coding, or even though I'm using Notepad. But in this Notepad, I'm using Java code. So as you can see, I import a scanner, which means I'll be using a scanner for the input. So creating a class and a main method. So creating an object which is called input out of scanner, and afterwards system.print input, which will be shown later how it will be displayed, and string text. So this is really relevant in this source code because this is equivalent to the input provided by the scanner. So this text represents our manipulating strings, our strings. And these strings, what we'll do with it is that it will convert all the uppercase letters into lowercase with this method. After that, it will be the counting. To do counting is to use some there are plenty of methods, but I use this certain methods, which is counting the spaces between the words. But to do that, I use split, and it splits the space. And what it does, it does not just remove the space, but I use that as a direction for counting the number of removing the space. To be honest, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but the point is this will count the amount of spaces between the words, and that will be our number of words. And finally, this is about replacing all the lowercase after this lowercase method. Sorry. After all these lowercase letters have, other than lowercase letters have been removed, so for example, comma, period, parentheses, and other hyphens and other elements will be removed. So let's test out. To do that programming, I'm going to use command prompt. So this cd, which is change direction, desktop. Because my file isn't saved as in the desktop. In my desktop, I'm gonna do run the program, and this is the name of my program, which is called Manupulating Strings. And then copy paste this. This is a line of strings, and what it does is actually what I mentioned. It will convert all uppercase letters into lowercase and remove all other elements other than lowercase letters, and of course count the number of words inside this string. And here we go. We have now all lowercase letters, and all the elements other than lowercase letters are removed, and we have the number of words. One thing you should keep in mind about my program source code is that it has to be this specific order, because it's a little bit complicated to explain in detail, but I will show you an example. So for example, if I put this right between these two, or you could say above this ent count, this line of coding, then it will create some kind of, it will work, the code will work, but not in the way that we want. So when we are trying to create a code in order to obtain our objectives, we need to understand the flow of execution, because it really matters in this case. It really matters when it comes to if-else statement, the decision logic. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.